bottles that I drink at work. And when I finish drinking the water bottles, I put the empty water bottle under my desk. And the reason I do that is so I can use it when I go to the bathroom. Because we don't... Okay, let me translate. Lota. Oh, okay, now I understand. Okay, so we don't have any lotas at work, so I need to wash myself, and I dispose of it afterwards. So this girl, Maple, who works next to me, she asked, I'll leave with all these empty water bottles on your desk. Can I recycle those for you? And I'm like, don't worry about it, I'm recycling them. So come back to Ramadan story. During the month of Ramadan, she asked, I had to go to the restroom, so I took one of the empty water bottles from under my desk, and I go and I'm trying to fill it up. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the smart water bottles, but they're kind of long and big, and they don't fit in the sink in the bathroom. So I have to go into our kitchen, where people usually are eating, and I took my empty water bottle during the day, in Ramadan, and I'm filling it up. As I'm filling it up, the girl from work walks into the kitchen. True story. Say, hey Ali, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. She's like, wait a second. I thought you can't drink water during Ramadan. I'm like, it's not for drinking. And she's like, then what is it for? It's the daytime. You can't be drinking water. I don't want to talk about it. I gotta go. I actually filled the water bottle as fast as I could. I got out of the kitchen. People are eating usually in this kitchen, so I'm like, I don't want to explain stuff. So I go back to I go use the water bottle, throw it away, go back to my desk, sit down. She's at her computer, and I'm like, subhanAllah, she's gonna think I'm a hypocrite. And I have to tell her. I have to tell her. But there's people in cubicles working here. I don't want to make an announcement. This is what happens. So what I said, the best thing to do at work is type it up in Outlook. So I open up Outlook, I type in the email, and explain everything that happens with me and the water bottle in the bathroom. I press the send button and I email it to her. She opens up her Outlook, she reads the email, and since that day, she's never asked to recycle any of my water bottles ever again. True story. See, oftentimes Muslims, we think that, in order to make people laugh, we have to make fun of Islam, we have to make fun of Ibadah, we have to make fun of this, and we just proved right now we don't have to do that. We can laugh and have a good time, and without offending any culture, without making fun of people's background or with the way they look, and we can enjoy it and we can laugh at the silly things we often go through. So, what topic am I going to talk about tonight? Well, we can talk about religion, but we often hear about religion. We can talk about school, we can even talk about kids. But I think tonight, actually, you know what, let me ask you a question, let's find out. How many single people do we have here? Can you guys raise your hands how many single people we have here? Okay, there's a bunch of kids and a couple of people, okay. Mostly kids, okay. So how many married people do we have here? Can you raise your hands? Okay, how many people are confused by the question? Because most of you people are not raising your hands. Mason, I gotta talk to the chef. Okay. Let's, you know what? Let's talk about marriage then.
No.
No?
Yes.
I'll talk about marriage and I'll talk something specific about kids. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah, you see how we compromise with kids? Mashallah. Okay. I'm making deals here in the front row. Okay. Marriage. When we go to university, they tell you what to expect. They say, this is what's going to happen, these are your exams, you'll be studying at night, and you'll have finals, and you have this and this and this. You do all of this until you get that piece of paper that says PhD, bachelor's, master's, whatever it is. So you get a pretty good idea. What do your parents tell you before you get married? What do they tell you? They're all looking at each other. Absolutely nothing! What do they say? What is the sheikh? He's going to go marry somebody right now for a wedding. What happens? It says sign here, Mubarak, we'll figure each other out. Right? We don't know much. We figure it out when we get married. So I've been married, alhamdulillah, for 11 years, and I've learned many things in 11 years. So I'm going to share some of the things I've learned from my being married. Number one, men and women are very different in when they do actions. You see, as I'm sitting here speaking, if one of the brothers needs to go use the restroom, you know how he uses the restroom? he will stand up, walk all the way left, walk all the way down to the exit, with under everyone's radar, and no one will ever notice it, and he goes to the restroom. That's how men use the restroom. How do women often use the restroom? A sister will say, I need to go to the restroom. Her and all her friends look at each other, let's get up, and they walk to the restroom. Especially younger sisters, they go in groups. Men don't go in groups. Never do I look at a brother and say, brother, I need to go pee. You want to come with me? It doesn't happen. Interesting enough, how different are we socially? Men and women are socialized differently. Can I get a raise of hands of how many brothers have spoken to complete strangers in the bathroom you have no idea who they are? Can I get a raise of hands? We have one brother. And what exactly were you talking about in the bathroom?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Where are you from? So you're in the bathroom and you're like, hey, so where are you from? Did he respond? Where was he from?
India.
India, okay. Now, from the sister's perspective, how many of you, if there's a Muslim or not Muslim, she's washing her hands, she's putting on makeup, and she's, whatever, she's combing her hair, she's in the women's restroom, she's fixing her hijab, you have no idea who she is, and you just actually met someone, you had a conversation, and it was completely normal. Not in the bathroom stalls, but actually washing your hands. Can I get a raise of hands of sisters? Oh, these hands are going up. All the husbands are looking at their wives. What are you talking about in the bathroom? There was a study done that the average man and average woman, they did a word count to see how many words an average man speaks and how many words an average woman speaks. This is an actual study done. The average man speaks 12,000 words per day. By the time he gets home, sisters, he has spoken 11,999 words. This is why when you ask your husband, how was your day? Good. How was the fundraiser? Alhamdulillah. And the sister's like, what? Who was there? Everyone. And the sisters, mashallah, the wives are like, this husband of mine is boring. He doesn't have any information. I asked for questions. Like, good. This is because he used all his words. So men, we don't even sometimes, the way we communicate sometimes is funny. A brother hasn't seen a brother for weeks. He sees it from across the room. This is all he does. This is natural for men. Almost all men do this. They see a brother they haven't seen for weeks. This is what they do. That's it. That is it. And that brother hasn't seen him. This is what he does. Sometimes I'm with my wife or whatever, and there's sometimes, like, you see sisters. A sister will see another sister, hey! Something go, how are you? And they're talking, and the husbands are sitting there doing this, and they're waiting, they're checking their phone, and you finish, okay, salam, and you're walking with your wife, and says, wow, when was the last time you saw her? Well, I saw her yesterday. See, the men and women, they communicate with sisters who communicate with far more words than men do. Average man, as I said, 12,000 words per day. And men generally hang out with men. If you look at the brothers' table, it's brothers. And the way we brothers talk is somebody's minimum. Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Very minimum. So we know we have 12,000 words. We know we brothers' words are okay. We can sit in the car. Brothers know this. We can sit in the car for 7 minutes. No one's saying the word. And it's completely normal. This is why when brothers say, how are you doing? Good. How are you doing? Good. The problem is, one day the sister is going to marry the brother, and they're going to be together, and the wife will ask her husband, how was your day? He says, alhamdulillah, how was your day? And he quickly learns. But the average woman does not speak 12,000 words per day. In this moment, he'll realize how many words she actually speaks according to the study. It is 25,000 words per day. And his wife's response is this. He asks her wife, how was your day? And this is what his wife does. Not only will you learn about her day, you'll learn about Khadija's day, Hafsa's day, Aisha's day. Who is Aisha? It doesn't matter what Aisha is, I will tell you about her day as well. And all these sisters, all her friends, mashallah. mashallah, like, what? I didn't ask for this information, but you did it. And this is one of the things we learn through marriage, that men and women, communication is different, and not one is better than the other, but we have to understand this when it comes to marriage, so we can have a better and stronger relationship, inshallah. You know, sometimes sisters, the brothers, the problem we have is because we only minimize